and today's video is going to be, as you can see from the title, we having a girl chat, and it's expressing how men are liars. They are liars. So, as you all have been, I'm sure, in relationships or what have you, and how to deal with the man lying. And the issue is the fact that a lot of times men, they have this thing, like when they're introducing themselves, they want to give off the cardboard cutout of who they want you to be versus who they really are. And I'm sure y'all seen this little meme like on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, of like building a man or whatever, or what have you. And I'm like, like it's no man that you can necessarily build that can give you everything besides, unless you're trying to get a sex toy. If you're trying to get a sex toy, then you already thumbs up. There's no issues, there's no problems, there's nothing that needs to be built. It's already built. But we having grown folks chat today, like men like to, give this energy to who they want you to see. Like, for instance, I'm gonna go digging away real quick. So, I was talking to this guy. We started talking online or whatever, and these online men, baby. It's kind of like I want to say it's like a story time, but it's not really a story time. We're not really, we're not on the story time vibes just yet. I got some story times for you, but this ain't one of them. So, he was like, I was like, okay, what do you, this is okay. Being a part of the LGBT community, you have to ask very specific questions. You have to ask, are you gay, bisexual, down, low? Boom, pause. Do you have any kids? You have a baby mama? You're married? You're divorced? You're separated? Do you have your own place? Do you have a car? Do you have a car? Like, it's not like that's a big deal, but it's just so you can know where you guys are going to be at. If you guys are going to be in a relationship, going to start talking, start to get to know each other, so you don't have to worry about over explaining yourself just to be dealing with some loser. So, right, I asked him these things. He was like, oh, I have no kids. I stay downtown. We'll say that. I stay downtown in a high rise. I'm a what word to use? He said he was a construction worker. He built homes. Ladies, if a man saying he's building homes, that means he don't have a job. That means that's temporary work, aka meaning that he's probably unemployed, aka meaning that he's probably doing odds and ends, meaning that he's doing everything besides really having a true job in whatever the field he may be claiming that he has in. So I was like, oh, okay, this is cute. He seemed to be on my level. I'm working, I'm taking care of myself, I'm doing my own thing. I don't have a vehicle, but it's okay. It's cool. So all of that or whatever, to find out he wasn't working. Had a long, extravagant story about the vehicle that he had. And I want to say some very specific things, but I can't because it's just going to be too tattletale. We have to keep some things a little, under lock and key. Boom. But nonetheless, the gist of the story, he was just lying. He was lying. And I just was like, wow, was all this really necessary? Do you think that less of yourself? And this is leading into after the man has gave you their cardboard cutout of who they want you to see, and then now you're seeing, who they ain't, but who they really is, or what have you. And then you have to be looking like, damn, like this, how much less of yourself that you think that you have to present yourself with a story or extravagant you know, storyline in order for me to play a part in it. And it's like, it shouldn't have to be like that. Like, if you know you don't have these things going on, you don't have that, I respect you enough to know that you don't, or whatever. And then I could at least let me decide whether I want to allow myself to build on that. Versus you sitting here telling me, you know, you're a multimillionaire basically, and you don't have a multimillionaire nothing. Like, cut it, stop. um and I just think, like, ooh, child, children, girls. Okay. It's just, the thing is with men being liars, the fact that they want to feed you an imagination that they think that you want, because clearly, with women and people I identify under my umbrella, like, we have a tendency to kind of like lay it out there. We want to kind of be as transparent as possible, and that's always the woman, the ladies, what have you, downfall is because we are trying to express and show genuine connection. We're trying to put it out there. We're trying to make sure that we're allowing ourselves to be vulnerable enough to catch the attention of something or someone that really is about that life or whatever. Versus, it's usually never like that. It's always the humbum nigga who's out here on the prowl looking to come and rattle your cage, shake up your world, and do all these crazy things. And you're like, it's not necessary. Like, you didn't have to do all of this. Like, if you knew that you wasn't qualified for me, or I wasn't qualified for you, or whatever the situation may be, let's take that back. Obviously, I'm qualified for you. You just ain't qualified for me, or what have you. But the thing is, instead, you would rather put me in a position where now I have to kind of X you out of that box, because you have told me nothing but lies, and you have told me nothing but things that you thought I wanted to hear based off of what I presented. And by doing that, that's always, I have been in so many situations, girls, so many situations where that has always somehow played a factor into things. Like, don't lie to me, just come to me correct. Like, and I just think men have a hard problem with doing that more, because it stems, a lot of it stems from childhood, and either they were bullied, or they felt like, I gotta sound like I'm the man, because if I don't sound like I'm the man, she ain't gonna want me, yada yada yada. And it's like, I'm telling you, I was just watching a video and somebody was saying, like, like, if there's potential, then you can work with that. And I want to agree with that to a certain extent. Like, I do believe if there's potential, that you can work on that. But then at the same time, it's like, you don't want to have to be dealing with somebody that you're having to build up, that you're having to feel like they don't have nothing, no grounds to stand on. Everything that they told me was bullshit. They were lying. They were just talking out of their ass because they felt that that's what I wanted, or that's what I needed, and it wasn't. And you have to know, it's the hardest thing, because a lot of men, obviously, it's usually the guy that you want. He's attractive, he look good, and check this, check that, and then it's like, there go the lies coming in. Like, he's trying to fulfill a fantasy of a person or something in your life that he can't even fulfill on his own, and by doing such, it's like, it creates this divide where you're like stuck in this position where you don't know where to go. And a lot of times people can't just be like, okay, well, you don't fit it, boop, knock, man, or whatever. But then there's other guys who you like, damn, just maybe if I just let them come in there a little bit, then I can get to see the real him, or see the potential that he does have, or what have you. And then that's the side that you feel like you can you can validate and build on. But since this video is basically about men being liars, it's just, how can I say this? Like, men will say anything under any circumstances to make themselves feel like they are superior in the situation, They will play on your mentality and make you feel like you are the one who's in the wrong, that you have somehow done them wrong when they know they are the ones who have done wrong or what have you. And it's just it plays so much on your mind because you want to be strong under any circumstances, because obviously you don't want to come across weak to situations that don't necessarily involve you, because it's his life, it's his story, you know. Because I just know how guys are like. If you call once you call them out, let's once you call them out on the lie, I'm going to fill this up a little bit more because I got a little bit more to say. Okay. So, as I said, once you call them out on the lie, then it's the role reversal. Ladies, we have all been there. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, anybody, everybody, we've all been there. Now here come the role reversal part. Well, what I was really trying to say was this, and you taking it the wrong way, and that's why I don't like da 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 da, and this is why I can't do da da da. It becomes, you know, about you versus about them. And then you're sitting here like, but you're the one who put yourself in a position to be telling stories, and now you want me to feel bad about the stories that you had to tell that had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. You could have kept that, and you could have left all that, you know, where the hell it was at, because I didn't need it. But now you want me to feel bad. You want to point the finger. You want to play the blame game, you know, at this point, because you're sitting here telling more lies to keep up with the shit you already done said. I'll say this. All in all, all in all, all in all, it's just, you have to ask the questions. Let me look into the camera for this one. You have to ask the questions that you want specific answers for you to know whether you're going to continue to keep talking to this person or you're not going to continue to keep talking to this person. And you have to make those decisions based off of those answers and cut them loose. Because if you don't, you will be putting yourself through heartache and pain, because you're going to figure out by him presenting himself on false pretenses, you're going to have to keep dealing with that, because there's going to be more bumps in the road where he's going to find himself in situations where he has to lie to you, and he's going to think that that's okay to lie to you or whatever about circumstances that you're like, why are you lying? Like, I already know that's not you, and now you're trying to get me to believe that it is you, or the circumstances was you or didn't involve you or whatever. And then you sitting here looking like it's just unnecessary. Like, if you're gonna be about it, be about it. If you're not, then leave it to someone who is. And the issue that we have, you know, when we're trying to get to know someone and date and be in relationships or whatever, is that a lot of times people put on facades because it's easier. Like I was saying about living in a fantasy, like you allow yourself to want to appease the persons you're trying to get to know or you're getting to know, so you don't want them to see, you know, all the flaws or whatever. But I want you to see all my flaws, because then I want you to know that I'm snappy, I'm moody, I'm angry, I'm happy, I'm goofy, I'm silly, I'm crazy, and everything else in between. So then you can make your real decision based off of those attributes versus, you know, me trying to act like Susie Homemaker, and I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm just this and I'm that, and you know, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this. And like, no, scratch it. It ain't that. I want you to see who I really am, so you can make the decision based off of that specifically, nothing more, nothing less, or what have you. And with men, it's not technically always like that. Like, they want to, you know, appear, you know, like I got it going on, this is that. And it's like, you can have it going on, but you don't have to have it going on the way you trying to make me believe that you have it going on. Like, be real, be honest, be truthful. And it is what it is. Like, we're not gonna sit around here trying to act like you know, have it when you don't. And it's just, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, just be mindful. I'm sure you guys already are at this point in the game, because it seemed like as the decades go, it makes it more easier for you to be more decisive with being able to know that your man is alive. Because, you know, most men have social media, and it's either two things: they online, they posting, they sharing, or something in between. So it's like, it makes it that much easier to find out where their loyalty really lies when it comes to trying to be truthful with either getting to know you, establishing a relationship, or having a relationship with you, or whatever. It's like, why you always lying? Always lying. Oh my gosh. Why you always lying? And I'm laughing at it because I have so many stories in my head, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I don't want to ruin them all for this video, because I've been told so many extravagant lies, which I'm sure you guys have as well, that, baby, you just be like, why? Like, I'm sure, I don't know if you have seen, but I posted, you know, the story times about so many things. I posted a few story times because I wanted to cool it a little bit. I wanted to not just be like, you know, giving you Destiny's Child, you know, men ain't nothing, they ain't gonna never be nothing type steez or whatever, because this channel isn't just about that. But I did want to speak on those things or whatever, because there was very specific things that happened in my life or whatever. But now we have plenty more story times. We're going to have plenty more, you know, wind downs, girl chats or whatever, speaking about, you know, men specifically, things that I have been through, a lot of past things, because Karen, I just can't, in 2020, I just can't, like, I can't even do it, but I can't. Oh, there you go, I can't. Like, I can't even really entertain it. So it's just like, child, all that to say. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those things in between. I appreciate all the love, all the support. My channel's growing, the viewership is growing. I'm appreciating all the love, you know, all the likes, all the positive feedback that I've been getting. It means so much to me. And until next time, thank you guys. Love you.